I come here like 3 times a week. I was just here yesterday and practiced for the sanction league that comes here on Wednesdays. It's a pretty competitive league, and I want to end up upping my status to open here soon, so I practice here as much as I can. One of the biggest tournaments, the PGA Tour used to come out here, and the Memorial Tournament is really big, and a lot of pros come out here, and it's kind of like the start of the whole season. So it's a big destination. When they put the XL course out, is a real beast to get to play. So, well, for Arizona, there's trees. So that's a unique feature, because we typically are just throwing hyzer bombs in open fields, and it doesn't really get you much practice when you go up to the woods. So having a couple trees in the way is definitely a huge plus. The PDGA tournament starts here. They haven't really looked at it in a long time. I really hope that they would change that and bring it back. But the Memorial is a capstone tournament for Arizona. The disc would come back from the lakes more often. A lot of our throws get kind of conservative, because you don't want to lose your disc, and the risk of not seeing it ever again is always there. So I think I would change I would like to see even more alternate hole placements and have them change more often.
I come off here at least once a week, sometimes maybe more. And why I come out here is just it's one of the best spots for disc golf in the state, and especially in the city of Phoenix. This is a key public space in our city, because it's one of the only spots where you can play disc golf inside of a public park with grass. A lot of the other spots, their public parks, are kind of desert places where that'll chew up your discs. And this is one of the only spots for disc golfers that you can come out here, have a good time in the grass, and not worry about damaging your plastic. Obviously it has grass, there's a whole lot of trees out here. A water feature, which is pretty unique for a lot of Phoenix places. Not a whole lot of parks have such large canal systems, which makes it unique for disc golfers. And then of course, there's a disc golf store literally 500 feet away from one of the tee pads, so that's pretty unique. But there's multiple playgrounds out here. There's obviously a bike path. And as for disc golf, there's multiple leagues going on out here at multiple times. 2 things I would change about this course. Number 1 would be we would redo the tee pads. They're a little old and very slippery, so that's kind of a danger to some of the players. And then the second thing I would change would probably be the attitude of the bikers who come through this park.
I come here pretty much every day to play ping pong with my friends, or some pool, or even some shuffleboard. But we very rarely use the pool area, and we'll often just hang out on the couch and whatnot. It's a great place to mingle with others. I've personally met some of my better friends this year over here. Even the families are coming out here, because this isn't just student housing, everybody comes in here. The best part about being here has got to be the individual things to do. There's ping pong, there's pool, there's shuffleboard, there's a little golf simulator. Monthly there's a ping pong tournament that happens. It's usually just about 8 to 12 of us to show up. There's also a pool tournament where even fewer people show up, but everybody comes for the community buffet that takes place on the bar area, and the pool parties outside every Saturday. That my experience here has just had such a large impact on my life that I'd hate to see people turned away from such a place because of the lack of parking and whatnot. I have to complain that the pool parties they tend to leave a bit of trash, I suppose.
Probably every day. I mean, I like coming to play here, play ping pong with my friends. There's a pool here, so gym. I come here about every single day. It's just an easy place for people to gather. There's free activities. The gym is free. The ping pong tables, like I mentioned before, are free. There's a pool table. The pool is free. There's lots of gatherings here, so it's just a community space that everybody can come and enjoy without having to pay for it and be with their friends.
That we were just in.
Yeah, I mentioned them a second ago. There's the gym on one side, then if you go through this like open door space, there's ping pong tables, there's a pool table. I think there's a couple video games over there, and everybody can use them. I mean, besides just people coming here to get their mail and people going over to the office if they need to, games, exercise, parties, so it's a space for everybody. I think that I would put more light in there. First of all, it gets kind of dark at night, so it makes the inside of it, especially the ping pong table area, a little bit too dark to be accessible later in the evening. And then if I could change another thing, I would say that the pool could probably be a little bit cleaner. It could be a little bit easier to swim in it, as opposed to just kind of a pool that's shallow and for hanging out. But those are really the only 2 things. I like the place a lot.